Okay, great. I think everybody is here, so we can kick off. And Youssef, oh yeah, it's already being live streamed. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So for other communities who will be watching on YouTube, here's a little bit context about our builder program, Frontier Guild. Frontier Guild is a builder program launched by Superfluid to boost ecosystem growth. And it's a community of builders working closely with the core team and work on high impact ecosystem projects. Builders will receive rewarding streams continuously. And every 2 weeks, there's a demo day to showcase their progress. Today, we are at the third session of the demo day, so the third demo day. And after each demo day, their rewarding stream rates will be adapted according to judges' stakes. All right, so that's the context about the program. And now today, before I start into the judging sheet and judging guidelines, maybe a little bit intro about the judges today. So maybe we can begin with you, Sathik, if you can give a little intro, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for that. Hi, everybody. I'm Sarthak. I work as part of the BD and growth team of Biconomy. We provide account abstraction services, and currently I'm working with Alpha Friends as well. Um, yeah, that's a quick introduction about myself. Prior to Biconomy, I used to work as a part of a Web3 venture capital fund. So I have some experience on that side of things as well. And yeah, really excited to see all the cool stuff that's being built.
Nice. Thanks for joining. And Lemoni, we've already seen in the first one, but I think we want to know you more. Maybe what are you working on recently also? A little quick intro about yourself again. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Limone from Rome, Italy, co-founder of Urbe Eat and Eat Rome, some communities and hackathons that are happening in our city. And I'm also a software engineer, really into forecaster and hackathons in general. Lately, I've been working on this project called Be Early, and it's a like waitlist as a service on forecaster frames. And yeah, like excited to see like new projects here today, and last time was really great being part of this. So excited also for this one.
Great. Thanks for joining. All right, now let me share the judging sheet so everybody can see. Can everybody see my screen? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So we have today 6 builders, but for 3 projects here. One, Juan, Matias, Nez, Bruno, Cero, and the designer of service team, and then also a creator of Channel X. We have total judges have 14 units. So each team will present their presentation about the work progress they had, the project that they will be working on, and then based on the idea originality, the technical quality, and also the front end and design part, we will give different units to different builders based on judges' preference. For example, I can give Juan maybe 2 points, or Matthias 2 points. And if for example, if I prefer more Sarah's project, I give him 3. In total, all your judges points, the units here needs to be in total 14. Does it make sense to all the judges? Do you have any questions here? No questions? All the judges have access to the sheet also, right? Okay. So no questions, then I can stop it and leave the stage to all the great builders and their presentation. All right, who want to be the first today? There's always more active.
I can
more
be first.
active. All right, then Zero, take the stage. It's yours.
Yes. All right. Okay. All right. I just need to set. Okay, I'm ready. So share screen. There you go. And we are live.
Yes, we are live.
So our mission was to build a site to help in the deployment of super tokens, whether that be regular super tokens, so wrapped ones, or the pure ones. We also made it a part of the site to launch ERC20s so that people can find us through various means and at least get introduced to super tokens. The site includes a few details around why you would want to do this, links that are relevant, and just some marketing stuff at the bottom. You can connect your wallet. We have all of the popular wallets.
However, Zero, it seems we
Yeah.
cannot really see your screen. It's kind of black.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's. Is that still the case now?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm gonna need to figure this out.
Yeah. So maybe other teams can be the first this time.
Yep. No problem.
All right. Then who want to be volunteer to be the first or second now?
I can
Ines?
go if.
Oh, Juan. All right, then Juan, you can go.
Let me share my screen now. Wait a second. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Well, perfect. Well, for this time, just as last time, we are gonna tell you what we did and what are the next steps for our project. To tell everyone what we have been doing, we are trying to upgrade the visualization on the Superfluid console. We are trying to add some flowcharts to make the streams more visible. I'm trying to add statistics to each tokens and a bunch of other stuff we are still discussing. And for this iteration, we did, if anyone remembers for last time, we had added statistics to the tokens page, but we still couldn't order them or filter them by those statistics, and now we can. So basically, these are the new additions to this iteration. As we can see, the active streams and the daily outflow rate, how we are ordering. This is just for show. Of course, you can filter them. This is the new filters screen. And we also added the new table view or map view in the latest streams. We will share the link so everyone can see that. Basically, the map view is where we will put in the future how we think the streams should look. I mean, because today in the latest streams, you see from and to and some more data, and we want to add a different view to that in order to make it more visually appealing. So our next steps are, as I said, integrate the flow graphic chart into the data streams table and add more graphics to other different kind of streams to keep upgrading the visuals of the console. And for everyone to try it yourself to see how our progress is going. This is the link. I can copy it in the chat if.
I already did it.
Okay. So that will be it for now.
Yeah. Also, there you can try it, test it, and I think we tried it and tested. It's working, but if you see something that it's broken or whatever, happy to hear about it.
Yeah, of course, if anyone has some feedback or ideas, maybe we were discussing, I remember talking with Yusuf about adding a possibility to add the longest streams, maybe. If anyone has any other ideas for upgrading the visuals of this console, yeah, they're welcome to contact us, Matthias or me. Yes, that's for now.
Nice. Juan, can you just show your screen again, based on your the work that you already did, so we can see a little bit details, and I'll let the judges ask questions here as well.
Yes.
Yes. Does
Just a
anyone have
second.
questions regarding the work that's already been done?
So these are the additions for this
Yeah.
new.
So we can see the tokens and we can see active streams. Right now we can filter them, right?
Yes, you can, by clicking this little thing, this was already here, but it did not have the filter for active streams and daily outflow rate, and now it has. And also, what I forgot to mention, for last time when we showed the daily outflow rate, it wasn't the daily, it was the second outflow rate. So we turned it into the daily outflow rate to make it more readable and easy to understand.
Yeah, nice. So give judges a little bit context is actually Matthias and Juan did an improvement on the console of Superfluid. Console is like an explorer to explore all the different streams on different networks. So this time they did they did a specific explorer tabs on the super tokens. So you can see on each different networks you have different tokens, different super tokens, and they help you to filter the existing super tokens very quickly to see which one is growing, which one is have the best active streams, and help us to understand the whole ecosystem much better. And any questions? I see one in the chat. Oh yeah, yeah.
Of course, there's the possibility to add more statistics. I mean, these are the ones that we found were the most interesting to keep track of, but if anyone, again, has more suggestions about which statistics we could add to the table, they're welcome.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Yusuf, go. Oh yeah, Lemon, you can go. Yeah.
Should I? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask if like you see this platform as just like to give people an overview of the overall ecosystem, or maybe in the future you also plan to, I don't know, like allow me connecting my wallet and see what are the active streams that I have on the different chains and all their statistics. Maybe like, I mean, an overview for my own.
We hadn't thought about that, but I think it's a good suggestion. We could
Actually,
think of the possibility of
question.
yeah, no, but actually, Juan and Lemoni, we have for first specific retail users, we have the app that's Superfluid that
I know.
Okay.
finance. Yeah. So that one you can connect your wallet and you see all the active streams. Here, console is more for like the builders. They can see that like statistics much quickly on different chains.
Okay.
So for the whole team to see what's happening like in general. And also builders can build on top very easily. But for retail users, I can send you the link. You can already see all your
I know.
Yeah.
I know that, but I was asking just to see like what was the direction and if it was possible, of course.
Yeah, sure. It's possible, I think. Youssef, do you have a question?
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, I think in the direction of what Limoni said, I think one thing that we're thinking of adding either to the docs or to the console eventually is some sort of playground where, with the app, like you're more of a retail user, but if you want to interact with the smart contracts directly on chain, like you would do on Etherscan or one of these scanners, hopefully you can do that through the console as well. And also if you want to like simulate transactions and things like that. So that's something would be cool to add. I guess. But eventually, it will be added. If someone is happy to work on it, also that would be really cool. Yeah, I was wondering how easy would it be to export the data into CSV, like you would do with the Etherscan. That would help a lot of people in just like kind of play with the data on their own.
I think it's completely doable. Yeah, that shouldn't be much of a challenge to implement.
Yeah, that would be really cool to have. It could be like just something on
Yeah.
Pinata, with the IPFS or something, and you just can even like help you with Pinata keys if you want and
We'll
something.
have
Just
it.
let me know.
Yeah, of course. We'll consider it and let you know.
Nice.
All right.
I have yeah.
I just had one
Go ahead.
question.
Yeah.
I just want to know if there's a way to sort of see the historical trends of, which token streams have been increasing, which have been going down, just to get an idea of, where the activity is lying. Could help developers sort of identify areas of interest, stuff like that. Just wanted to ask if that's something that you guys are thinking about, or is that in the works?
So if you click on any token, there are some statistics of this token, of said token, but I don't think there are like historic events for that token.
The point there is that I think that there exists a Dune dashboard that answer what you are talking about. So we wanted to put another info that is not in another place, not to repeat the info, but yeah, like maybe can be an option.
Yeah, but can
Got
be
it, got
also
it.
yeah, can be also a quite small feature. For example, the growth rate of a specific token. Imagine your daily volumes has been changed a lot in the past week, or weekly volume has been changed a lot. So we can get a notification. So we see, all right, this token has been used quite massive layer in the past 1 month, and we should be paying more attention to the users in that part. Can be useful, yeah. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Cool, nice. If no other questions, we can move on to the second team. I think Nez wanted to present before. Are you ready?
Yep. Yes, I'm ready.
Cool, Nez. It's your
Okay.
stage now. Yeah.
Share screen, share screen. Can you guys hear the rain behind me? Hopefully not. Okay, that's good. I was
Oh, we
scared.
can't.
It's raining pretty hard. Okay. So I guess so I'm presenting for the ads platform track for this Superfluid guild. So this is a quick recap for people who weren't there the previous demo day. I'm building Adland, which allows for the creation of advertising on-chain spaces and the ability to collect rent with Superfluid token streams from these spaces and from the owners that own them in the form of a Harburger tax. And today I have 2 products, which are just simple links that you can link your on-chain ad space, and also a billboard frame that you can pin to a channel right now. That's the only small use case that you have on Farcaster. And this is what I focused on. And so the goal here is I try to get some validation and user feedback and try to get more clarity about what Adland is and does. And so what I did here is I've extended the use of smart accounts to the entire app. I've enabled renting ads in DGen, DAI, and Blue. I've enabled some information to get some context about your ad group. I've also tried to showcase the product itself in the Adland ecosystem. So on the landing page, I'll show you in a second. On the landing page, the documentation and the forecaster channel where you can see ads, the same ad spaces being showcased, and try to gather some user feedback. I've had some first super useful feedbacks. And I guess next I will continue doing that. I think that's the more important thing to do by expanding to some more currencies on Forecaster. I've had some people ask me to do that, and also integrate more deeply with Alpha Friends. That's the two next priorities. So I'll demo right now. So this is the Adland app. So I'll show really quickly here are this is the form. You can see here the super tokens being allowed on the app. Here on your profile, you can see your smart account here, and you'll see a quick view of your balances and your and your streams, but you can get to the Superfluid dashboard to get a better sense. That's it. Then you can go to your ad groups here and see this is your ad group. So I've used so the product to show you a bit what Adlet does, and so I've added integrations in the documentation here. This is Vox. This is the framework from WAGMI that they use for documentation, and I've included so ad spaces. So here, these spaces you can buy with DGNX and have your sponsor. Here I have Taylor from Dots, which is a pixel art application on Base that used this space to showcase his product. And this first ad space also you can see it on the Adland channel here in the first frame in the form of a frame, and with the link here, and also the links work in all the spaces here. That one works too. That should work, yeah. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. And then and in the docs, so in the docs, I've added some app guides and explanation about the two products that we have, which is the billboard and the links, which are permalinks. Some guides here, and yeah, that's about it. That's it.
Does judges have any questions? So maybe Naz, you can explain a little bit more like how the user flow works also as a sponsor.
Yeah. So here actually I'm connected as Nether. I've used it to actually I'm actually sponsoring myself on Adland. This is my forecaster profile. So you can see the price here, the DGen price. Well, actually I'll showcase another one, but yes. So I guess I've migrated to a smart account, but you have to fund your account with some DGen. I might add something that makes it a bit easier, but I've had people tell me already that it's a bit UX, it's a bit clunky, but then you click acquire, and then here you can deposit, which is a wrap. You can wrap your token to get super tokens, and then start buying, and then buy the ad space, and then you can once you own it, you can edit your ad, put your text, your link, your image, and then yeah, your ad will be up where the client has put the ad. So I guess in my case it's over the Adland ecosystem.
I have a question. Can you go back to the frame on WordCast? I missed the open button here brings to the external URL set by the user, right?
Yeah.
And have you thought about adding here another button that allows me to buy the space for the ad?
Yeah, actually, when there is no ad, actually this button redirects to the buy this ad space page. So I guess when there is an ad, there is not that button, but I think those buttons are not fixed, and I think they're subject to change. I think in the future. But yeah, that's a good question. That's a good remark.
Yeah, what I mean is like not a button that redirects me to the website,
Oh.
but a button to perform a transaction directly from there and
To purchase it, yeah.
yeah.
Because I guess you need, like, I have some requirements which are like you need a certain amount of DGNX, then sometimes you need to approve some, and that's why I think I did all that in the web, is because it was a bit easier. But I guess, yeah, if this is someone that has all these that meet these requirements, maybe I can have it directly in the frame. You mean the transaction button, right?
Yeah. So that I don't have to go to your website to buy that space.
Yeah.
I can do it directly from this feed here. Like I'm visiting the channel and then I want to buy that space.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, quite good input. Thanks, Limone. Yeah, because like most frames, actually, users get used to interact with the frames directly. So when they see the ad space is there, if they can click and buy the ad space and make the pictures, everything already show up, it's just it's more smooth, and that's what might be they're expecting, rather than go to another app and then kind of connect their wallet and figure out how to buy it again, get used to the UX of the app. Maybe it's better to do it directly on the frames. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think Fran has a question, or no? Yeah.
It's gone.
Any questions? Yeah, Yusuf.
Well, Fran has a question. I'll ask after. He says, "Is the Harbinger mechanic implemented?"
Yeah, it's implemented. For example, well, I'm not on the right. Let me see if I can pull my Adland side. Yep, from the sponsor side here, I can. So this is the Adland profile that I use to manage this ad group. Here I can. Oh no, that's not the. I can, oh no, this is me. Here I can self-assess. I own it, so I can define my price. And as I define my price, my Superfluid flow is going to increase according to the tax rate. And I guess on the other side, if I'm actually out of tokens, I can foreclose, so that button is not enabled. And the only thing I don't have and that I can add, I think in the future, is for the group owner to update the tax rate. I think that should be able to be done. But right now it's fixed when after you initialize it, and then but I guess you can open new ad spaces if you need ad spaces with different tax rates, etc. So
I have a question about the frame. So the frame shows the ad as the first frame. Isn't that like cached, which means that the same frame cannot show a different ad, or trying to
that the image is dynamic, and the button is is cached, but I send it to a centralized route that redirects to the right link. So virtually both of them are dynamic.
You're able to make the image on the first page dynamic?
Yeah. I can't right now because I don't own it and I don't want to buy it
Yeah.
from my first client.
Okay, but if you change it, it changes for the initial image.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's cached. There's a cache control policy of 2 minutes. So if you change it, it's going to be cached for 2 minutes and then it's going to update.
Okay. Thanks.
Me, I have a little suggestion. We'll see. For example, on this Atlant, your billboard is kind of small because the image on the billboard become even smaller. We don't really, I mean, the sponsors might want to maximize the space for his advertisement. So maybe make the billboard even more evident, or maybe make the image even bigger, as
Yeah.
pixel art or NFTs, they might need more space.
Yeah, no, that's totally. I haven't had the time to do. Actually, on the route that builds this image, I have an option where you can basically have an image and have dimensions, and you can put anything else in the background. But people might want to change. But yeah, maybe I'll have an option to disable this billboard and put anything else, or yeah, have it bigger.
Yeah, sounds good. And maybe questions for Sathek. I don't know if your Bioeconomy has any channels. Do you think it's a good idea, to ping some advertisement on the channels? Do you think it's interesting for you, this type of feature?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I certainly see the use case of this, right, where someone would be interested in buying some ad space in certain communities or like from certain users. So definitely see that. I think, as you mentioned, one thing on my mind was a bit more customizability in the itself, right? Because, just a picture, there's little stuff that you can actually convey. Maybe if someone wants to add a bit more text somewhere within the picture, or just have something else there, I think that would be really helpful, because that gives the actual ad buyer a bit more flexibility on what they actually want to showcase, what they want to stress upon a bit more, right? So that's the only feedback here, but in general, I really find this quite interesting, and definitely something that I'm going to check out soon, and maybe you get another ad buyer real soon. So
Nice. I think Fran dropped another question, is how hard would it be to allow people to add their own frame as an ad?
I think the frame as ad. I think I don't know. I had the option to have to redirect to a frame. I think that's what we worked on previously. It's not usable right now because I just restricted to image and link, but I think on the initial frame it's maybe complicated. I don't know, but definitely on the second frame we can definitely redirect to other frames as well.
Yeah, but worth looking into. I think there's advertisements like certain they have built their frames and they just want to show their frames easily,
Yeah.
It's redirect might not be the best for
Yeah.
them sometimes. So I think there's a couple of user improvement components here to test out and find the better one to adjust to the different requirements.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sounds great. And I think Cyril is the next one to demonstrate their projects. So Cyril, if you're ready.
Yep. My partner is going to share their screen instead of me. I couldn't figure out the issues.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with the newest site first. So when we started this project, our goal was to increase the amount of super tokens available via different tools that people could use to easily do so. We also had an idea to build a gamified system for people to create these tokens. We experimented with a few different options. This is the most basic version of that, which is a marketing site plus a way for people to deploy the tokens. In the past, we had two different sites. Each one of them would deploy a token. So we put them into one. Right here, you can deploy a pure super token, or you can click the I already have an ERC20 token and deploy one via an address that you fetch, and it'll use the address, it'll create a wrapper, and it'll be deployed. Or you can deploy a pure token, and it'll send your wallet 1 million of that token. We can make it more configurable in the future, but for now, that's about it for this one. The next screen would be the AI whenever this is done. We have, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. And we'll show the token deployed in a bit. We have an AI bot in ChatGPT where you just give it an address, either an address if it's a wrap token, or just the name and the chain if it's a pure token, and it'll take those parameters and then hit an API point for a server that we're running and use that to deploy a token, either a wrapped or a pure one. And yeah, you can go ahead and show that.
Okay, cool. So this is asking the minimal details to deploy a super token here. And what I'm going to do is just simply provide all that is asking here. And what we'll do under the hood is basically call the API to generate the bytecode, and then later on you can deploy the super token. So yeah, I'm just going to provide the address. Address. Okay, token. USD, USDX, as symbol. Okay, we'll ask my chain, so I would say Polygon. Then let's deploy your token, so we should permit that. Then it will call the API. So yeah, just this is one of the other possibilities of deploying super tokens. Let me show you the one that I just deployed on this streams. I'm gonna go ahead and search for the token that I just deployed. Also, this is going to be shown here on this projects page. So the token that I just created, the demo one, it's being fetched here. So we are using the newest versions of the subgraph. So every time that we deploy a super token, it's going to be fetched and it's going to be displayed here. And yeah, so this is the newest website, and we are planning to allow the public to start using it and start giving feedback for collecting more bugs, and yeah, maybe other feedbacks on the landing page as well. Some other frequent questions here, and also add the documentations page of the official Superfluid protocol.
And if you jump back to the stream.fun site, so we originally wanted to build this site, which is a pump.fun type of thing. And we basically got it. We can deploy the tokens. We can view the tokens after they've been deployed. And then we wanted to work on some sort of mechanism to replicate the pump.fun system to try to give people an incentive to go on and actually deploy a bunch of tokens to get some volume up. But we still haven't figured the mechanism out. We don't know if it's something that is actually wanted or needed. And we don't know how much resources we're going to need to build something like that, because it's going to require a smart contract engineer. There's a few details that we have to figure out. And if we want a bunch of people to be streaming, there is just a lot that needs to be, tackled. Another option here for moving forward in the future, besides just tinkering and improving on the sites in the AI that we already have, is to do it in a frame as well. So just like have a frame that will deploy a token for you, whether that be pure or wrapped. That's something that we could also do, because under the hood of all of these different sites, it's really just the server that is taking some parameters and then using them to either generate a contract or to hit a contract that Superfluid has already deployed, and yeah, just deploying those tokens and returning a response. That is our progress for now. We'd like to hear some feedback specifically around how you guys want us to move forward in the future.
Nice. I see there are lots of improvements on the front end, especially for the deployer. It looks much beautiful now, the website itself, and looks quite cool. Maybe we can add something like for people who doesn't know super token, like a question on the side, you can say, what is super token? People can get into that before deciding which one they want to deploy. And yeah, for this part, I think it's quite nice. And for the stream.fun itself, I can see also in the, the front end, how the tokens will be displayed. This part looks quite cool. And Youssef, I think, any questions from other judges? For the judges maybe see the first time, what do you think about the deployer and also the pump.fun type of projects? Do you think it's interesting?
I think the UI and the workflow is cool. What I was thinking while watching this is what type of users, if already there are any, like using this platform, and for what use cases they are launching these super tokens.
So that is really the main question here. Like, we can make it easy for people to deploy the tokens, but they need an incentive to do so. I think it's a bit more like technically advanced for people. They're not running into super tokens on a day-to-day basis unless they're really into the space, and then those people are already going to join eventually and try to use this. The real goal that I want to tackle is getting more people to deploy tokens and then getting volume into those tokens. That's going to increase Superfluid's volume and total value locked, and it's going to be generally like good for growth. The way that we do that is really the main difficulty here. We have also deployed an API route for deploying an ERC20, so we were thinking of adding that into this site and then tinkering with the SEO and making it so that people that search deploy token free will end up on our site. They will see the ERC20, and then they will also automatically be introduced to Superfluid via that. But that still doesn't really give them a reason to use these tokens, and this is what we want to solve, like, long term. I'm just kind of stuck on how we can do that. I'm really open to ideas, and yeah, your feedback is very, very useful here.
Yeah, maybe to answer a little bit Limoni's question about users' incentive to deploy super token, why super token like token standard can be interesting, because super token can allow you to do one-to-many distributions, can give users streaming functions. So really depends on the use case of the user's application itself. If they want to do like a reward distribution much easily, and then this token standard might be quite useful for them. And we encourage them to deploy their initial token, or that if their tokens needs to be vested, then the super token standard becomes also much more useful than ERC20s, or they can just wrap their ERC20s and make them streamable. But I totally get your original, the question about why users want to use this. Is it really demanded, and how can we verify this demand? And I think it's a good question to gather the feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, like just to add on top of this, like to summarize my feedback, maybe the website, like this page in particular, like feels too generic to me right now. So I need to know about super tokens and their their potential and what can I do with them, and then deploy them. While I think if you narrow down a specific use case, maybe users can feel the benefit first and then use the feature to solve whatever problem they have. So maybe making it more specific for something that you have in mind or you'd like to do with these super tokens.
Can I just throw a few ideas here? Do I still have time? All right. No one said no, so I will. So this goes down to the two paths that we have. One is we could go with Farcaster. And in that sense, for me, like when I was introduced to Superfluid, the two main use cases that I saw were subscriptions and DCA. That's just because of the nature of who introduced me. But subscriptions are a great use case for this kind of continuous money stream. So if we go the Farcaster route, what we could do is tie it into creators somehow. So basically allow people to mint their own super token and then allow other people to buy it via frame. So that is like one potential path there. And then another potential path is instead of trying to like figure out a use case, is we just find something that's very popular and has a lot of volume and then copy that. And we don't have to like present it as a use case, more so just present it as as an application or something that they can do. And then by that, we just naturally get people to join the site. I do hear your feedback. I think the documentation is a great idea. And presenting people with the use case is also a great idea. So we're going to use that and hopefully next week or next 2 weeks come back with an iteration on that. And thank you, Lamon, for the questions and advice.
Youssef, go ahead. No, Youssef.
Yeah, I just want to say, give it like to answer the question a little bit is Pump.Fun was interesting because one, distribution, two, because you didn't need any liquidity to add to go to on the DEX, and I think the second element is very important. So if there is an incentive for people to deploy through this, I mean, already there's an incentive because if you try to deploy any ERC20, a lot of the platforms that you will find first, you mentioned SEO, at first on Google are usually paid. So if this one's free, it's masqueraded as just like a normal ERC20 in some way, it could work. But I think, the fact that you're doing it all on a server and having it just kind of, deploy if you manage to have a mechanism where people don't need like to put real ETH behind their tokens. I think that could be interesting, but yeah.
So this is just an example of the site. Turn on the animation. I think the animation really explains why this is why this idea is important. If you turn on the animation, you're going to see that these things are constantly being like every animation that you see on the screen is somebody buying or selling this token. And this is all volume, and all of these tokens start with $0 in liquidity. So the people that are the developers, they don't have to put in anything. They just answer a form, token is deployed, and then people can buy. In order for this to happen, we would need that bonding curve contract, and we would need to build out the features, but we have all of the pages that this site has already. So I do think that this is a great idea, but it's going to take more time and more effort and focus. And then to go back to your idea with the free, so that was the thing, is like if we provide people a way to do something for free, then we're just going to be at the top of the search engine anyway, because there aren't really any free deploy ERC20 sites out there. So we just masquerade that, put it up there, have it be on the top of the SEO, and then hopefully people will come. But yeah, that's everything that I had for today.
Cool. There's more questions on the chat, in the chat. First is Lemoni recommended maybe you guys should talk to for the bot side. You should talk to brainnodes.org. They might be interested in your API. Second one is friend saying, what about throwing a default Airstream functionality? So, for example, there's auctions for 100 NFTs with Airstreams attached. So that's a good reason to use a super token because it's already built in. So yeah, I think this is quite a good way to start with, to give a good functionality already on the website for launch with auctions, with NFTs with Airstreams attached, for example. So users can also easily deploy through your website, but for certain use cases already.
Yeah, I think this has been a very insightful conversation. I have like saved all these messages, so we will tackle them over the next few weeks. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys for your time and the opportunity.
Yeah, and Mike say, how about automatically launching any token launched on pub.fun but on EVM equivalent like Base? Oh yeah.
There isn't any equivalent, and that's like where the opportunity space is. So let me check that out. Only apes. I'm ready to ape.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, Mike said, like, imagine you have, I don't know, Joe Borden, you can maybe launch it on Base as well. Because right now, Pump.Fun is only on Solana, right? So
It's only on Solana.
Yeah, they might have some like cute, I mean, successful launch tokens with the same names, but not on Base. So if you can also let people to launch similar tokens on Base, that could drive attraction. That's what he means.
Mm-hmm. So someone, Matthias, just shared a link and said that there is an equivalent. Like maybe the functionality is there, but the highest token in volume ever was 500,000. And I think that super tokens in general, like there's a lot more money locked in Superfluid, and there is already like at least a small user base that we could spread from. Because it is a numbers game. So if people see that there's like $1 million in a token, they're going to jump in. And that's going to be like a discovery method. But yeah, I hear what you're saying, and yeah, I heard you, Soil. Thank you.
Yeah, so you can check a different multiple. There are multiple like equivalents, and then you can see. But like Youssef said, no winners yet. Maybe that could be a good choice also. All right, cool. Lots of discussion for the super token launch, and really excited on that. And now let's leave the stage to Channel X about their progress. And
Thanks.
maybe Matthias, in the end, I think you have another, the bot to showcase, right? Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah.
So like, shall I present now, or like Matthias would like to present?
No. What
Go,
I mean,
go.
present first. Yeah, go.
Okay. Just give me a second. I'll rejoin the meeting.
All right. While waiting for Channel X to rejoin, maybe we can have a 2 minutes casual conversation. What's most excited things you have seen on, I don't know, forecast ecosystem or general in the industry for the past week? Silence?
What? Sorry, I missed the. Sorry, I didn't hear you well.
You didn't hear me well. I mean, while waiting for Channel X to rejoin, I gave a very casual question. Like for the past week, what did you see as most exciting or interesting thing in the industry? In the Web3 industry, crypto industry. What did you see as interesting? Oh, come on. Everybody is on Twitter, everything, every day almost. And now everybody is silent. Oh, Matthias says 3 million
What?
pop.
The Kraken answered, but yeah.
Yeah, Kraken and Celtic drama. Okay, nice.
So for you, which one was the biggest drama, for example? If you have to say one.
For
We're
me?
live
For,
on
for
YouTube.
you, Shao. Yeah.
For Youssef.
No, he said for you, yeah.
For me, let me
Yeah, I
think.
don't know. I mean, this obviously, like, they're both. I don't know. We don't have the details, of course, but if Certic is the one that hacked, is probably should give the money back, and if Kraken should give the bounty, and it would be nice for everyone, you know. So.
All right, see, Yusuf saved the state. Now it's time for Channel X.
Thanks, Yosef. So I'll just go through a quick intro about what Channel X is for folks who are seeing this for the first time. So like Channel X is a moderation protocol or like product kinda on Webcast, and we provide various type of gating on your channels. So in the past, we had channel passes. You have to buy a particular channel pass to cast in a particular channel. Like for casting in base, you have to pay a one-time fee of 850 WOPs, and then you can cast in the channel. But like there's this one thing with one-time payments or subscriptions is that you may regret it later after buying it. So like let's say I bought a subscription and I regret that I shouldn't be bought it or paid it in the full. So we solved it with Superfluid streaming. So a user can send a particular Superfluid money stream of DGen to the channel owner to get the right to cast in that particular channel. And after the recent updates in Webcast channels, like there can only be one feed, and that is the main feed. And for your cast to show in that particular channel, uh, you need to send a stream to the channel owner. I'll show a channel in a minute. So this is a cast by Den showing what are the channel Legos and where can be a bot or like moderation can be implemented. Right now we support NFT gated subscriptions like Superfluid token subscriptions, token balances, and Alpha Friends streams too. So like let's say if you want to build something that only your alpha friend subscribers can cast into your channel, then yes, we have made it possible. Now this is for a short intro. Let's go to some channels. Let's see some Webcast channels. So is my Webcast screen visible?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so this is CHX. So I am the channel owner of CHX, and whosoever is sending me a stream on Alpha Friends can only cast in this channel. So like friend was one of my subscribers, and he was sending me a stream, so he could send me a stream. Then there's Joey Eats. So like first like at first he was not a subscriber, then he subscribed to me, and after that he can cast in my channel. So like this is also modded by us. Second is DGenX. So like DGenX is a channel in which you need to send a DGenX stream of a particular DGenX to the channel owner to cast in the channel. And in this week, we created a frame, and this frame, like every channel which will add DGenX gating to the channel can add this frame, or like pin this frame to the channel. So like in this channel, you can check eligibility, whether you can cast in the particular channel or not. And if you are eligible, that is, if you are already streaming to the channel owner, that I am, to her pal, I can cast in this particular channel. We added a go back button to it too, but I think it's not coming right now. So, and if you're not streaming, then first, like you can approve the DGen token to be upgraded to DGen X, and then you can like swap it to DGenX and start streaming from the frame itself. So like one problem we had is that a normal user may not know that what a super token is or what superfluid is, or like what I need to do in order to cast in this particular token gated channel. So now they can just use this particular frame to swap the DGen into DGenX and start streaming in one go. So like I can just do start stream. And this is reverted. I think I'm on different network or something. Okay, I'm on base. So like first I need to approve. So like it's asking for one DGen approval. And then I can swap DGen. So in this transaction will swap the degen into degen x. So like as you can see, send one degen and receive one degen x. Continue in wallet. Confirm. And we can see the status. This is the first time. And then I can just start streaming as I have one degen x in my wallet. So like I cannot start stream now as I'm already streaming. And yes, so this is what we have done in this week. Any questions, dear judges, participants?
Yeah.
It's only one degen, or you can put another amount, for example.
No, it's customizable. Like we are working on a dashboard, and on that particular dashboard, you can customize whatever amount you want to keep. So like in the last week, we also like had a threshold. So like you need to send a particular threshold to the channel owner in order to cast in this channel. But we have removed that functionality now. So like just start your stream and start casting. That's all. Because like we have received feedback that so like it takes 6 hours for the threshold to fill full, and users may like forget about this channel or like may not come back to it. So to solve that thing, they can just start stream and instantly start casting. And this is the main feed, so like other users won't see the recent feed. So there's only this one feed where your cast will be visible. So if you want to cast in a particular channel, there's only one way, that is to stream to the channel owner.
Nice. Cool. I like the frame to help the user directly, start streaming to your channel to be able to cast. That will facilitate a lot of user interactive actions. Friend has a question in the chat. I think adding this to the super token launchpad might be cool. Oh yeah, if there's a native super token, you can get rid of the wrapping step. You mean
Yes.
yeah. I think these two has cross sections now, these two projects. And yeah, something about the you can cast already once you start stream part, like we discussed last time. If you want to prevent users to just stream for a few, 1 hour and they cast and then they leave their, stop streaming. If you want to prevent this feature, you can actually ask them to send a lump sum and then start stream at the same time. So they at least, send you, for example, a 1 month stream rate already to prevent these kind of short run use cases, short run usage of your platform. Yeah.
Sure. So like I'll see what can be done, and I'll surely look upon it after this.
Yeah, cool. And any other questions from the judges?
Yeah, I just had one question. Really love the whole idea of this and how smooth the frame is in terms of how you're abstracting away a lot of the complexities. I think just one thing I wanted to get your thoughts about is how do you sort of aim to educate the users about this process, right? Because this is not something that they would be aware of on a new channel, and just showing us one frame could be maybe a bit confusing, right? And I was just thinking about, do you have any ideas about how we can make, help them understand this whole process, what's actually happening here, and why it's happening, right? I think that could be useful, especially in actual channels actually using this, right? Once they make it very easy for their users to understand that if you just stream this, you get it, right? I think that's maybe just one feedback or question I had, is that maybe let's sort of think about how we're doing the education part.
True. That's actually a good question, Sarthak. So like initially we had created a video, and like we had also created a cast in which all the instructions are written that what you need to do in order to cast in this particular section. But like as the Webcast updates came through, so like now you can only pin one particular cast. So like we had pinned two casts before, and like after the update, like those casts were lost. So I'll create a new demo right now of like what's a owner's flow and like what's a user's flow, and like instruction on how they can get started. Surely, thanks for reminding that.
Yeah, great feedback. Or maybe, I mean, videos are always very useful, but maybe in your first frame, the frames, before users start to wrap or anything, your first page, the image, you can show how actually it functions, what kind of 1, 2, 3, 4 users has to do to be able to cast in this channel. So when they first see the frame, they're aware they have to follow these steps. And then on the frame, they can just do one step, second, third, fourth, and then they're done, and then they can cast. So give a full guideline first, and then go to the details, probably. Yeah.
Sure, we'll do it.
Yeah. Any other questions from other judges? No, so we need to start a pin frame to protect our jobs. Yeah. Any other questions? Cool. No more?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Shub, how does moderation work? Like, can you remove a post after you approved it once?
I have to see. So like right now, how moderation works is like if you like a cast, then it will be added to the main feed. I have unliked the cast right now. Let's refresh. And I think it stays in the feed itself. So once it's in the feed, I don't think it can be like removed from the feed.
Okay, got it. And are you able to moderate replies as well, or just the main post?
We can moderate the replies once like the Webcast enables such a thing that if you like a particular reply, then it is shown in the chat. So like moderation and replies has to be added from the Webcast team. As right now, the cast are been added by the team that if you like the cast, it will be added to the main feed. But if they add something like if you like the reply, then only it will be added to the particular cast. Then yes, we can do that for sure. But like they need to enable it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, but it's on the roadmap as far as you know.
I'm not sure about it.
Okay.
I'll do one thing. I'll ask in the channel's feedback channel on Webcast to know more about this.
I saw that you were quite active in that channel, so thought you
Yes, so
might have
like
some alpha.
yes. So like when we integrated Alpha Friends into Channel X, like I was trying to like spread the word as much as possible. And like I was researching about channels on Webcast. So like I thought this is the best place to like shill it there. So like I was just like, hey guys, we did this.
Great. Thanks. Thanks for all the feedbacks too. And now we have a couple of minutes more for Matthias to showcase his Telegram bot for our friends. Matthias, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, for sure. I think that I will use some minutes. So I think that the time is okay. I can share my screen. You can stop it, and then I can
Yeah, Shub,
share
could
mine.
you please stop sharing on your side? Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
So you can see it?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So for the churches that were not here before, I created a Telegram bot to know some things about Alpha Friends, like alerts or some information about your channel, your profile, wherever. So up to this moment, I have these features that are only to put you in the path. Unsubscribe profiles from your channel, also channels that you are not subscribed and you want to subscribe, like with the cost filter that you want to subscribe, maybe 500 and not another number, for example. Info about your channel and your profile, the edition and the gas price. Price alerts for Dijon in order to know, like 2 hours you want to know again the Dijon price, so you don't need to go to another place. And also alerts for new unsubscribed profiles from your channel. Yes. So for this meeting, I added one more feature, that is the planning claim alert. So if you don't remember to claim your alpha, there is an alert that it's inside the Telegram bot that I decided to put in 22 hours because was my decision, but open to any feedback there. And also I improved the UX for the users because it was something that I wasn't paying a lot of attention, and I think that it's important. So that I will show you. And I am working on a new subscriber alert that when you have a new subscriber, the bot will also send an alert to you. The point with all of these alerts is that you can put it off or you can put it on. So if you don't want to have it, you can put it off. There is not a problem. So yeah, here is so to start again, you start here where I put your FID. So let's think that this is the beginning from the bot. So I put like the explanation of what the bot have. So here you put your FID from Workaster, and it's connected to your channel and your profile. So the text that it's me, Rodriguez Matide. So I ask for user information here, like I will touch the button in this moment. So the bot will gives me the number of subscribers that you have. I have 4. So if when I finish this meeting, I have more subscribers, I will really happy. So welcome to my channel. The number of takers, also the subscribers income that I have to be for my subscribers, the total income, and also the total net flow. That is the income and the outflow, that sum. Rest to say the volume, the total claim alpha, the current stake, and also your Dijon balance in your wallet. If you want to know it, it's there. Then you have another feature that you can know your channel or your account, but this is from the previous meeting. It's not new. And also, if you go here to alerts, now you have the alerts of the price that I told you before. Like you can put it on or off. If I go back, I have the unsubscribe alerts, and also the new feature is this, the claim alerts. I hard coded for this meeting in order to put it on here and say that, okay, it's time to claim your rewards. This is the message that you will receive in 22 hours. And this is the message that it's saying you that you already put it on. If you want to put it off, it's claim again, put it off, and we'll say claim alerts have been turning off. And that. I am also working on the new subscriber alert in order to see and to know if you have a new subscriber today or in the last 5 minutes. And also thinking about like new features to add it. So any idea there that it's a pain point for you, I am welcome to hear. And also, if you want to see any information here in the resume, I will also be open to talk it. I decided to put this because was the numbers that I want to have in my mind. So it's my personal opinion. So yeah, that's you can try it. I don't remember if I send it in the chat. Only 1 second. No, I didn't say it. I was thinking all the meeting, like when I will start, I will send the link to the bot, and I forgot it. So yeah, That it's all, I think. So really open to any question.
Yeah, no worries, Matthias. Actually, the bot link I already shared before, so it's the same link. Yeah,
thanks.
everybody can use. No worries about that. And any questions from the judges here about the bots? I like now you have different sections, like Alpha Friends, account information, general information, gas, token price. Yeah. Something I'm thinking is one notification will be quite important for me is if my balance is running low. Sometimes when people are farming too much, their balance can be dropping like quite quickly. So I need to be aware, like, oh, right now I need to pay attention.
But it's really good. I didn't think about it. Yeah, for sure.
Any other suggestions here? Who actually?
What about
Yeah, Lemone, go.
what about receiving a notification or an alert, whatever you want to call it, when I have a new subscriber to my Alpha Friend channel?
Yeah, that is what I am working right now
Okay.
to have that. Yeah, that's why I put here new subscriber alert working on. So yeah, I think that it's also another feature that I will be adding this week for sure.
Yeah, nice. Good feedback, Limoni. If I'm a content creator, I will be very happy every day receive notifications.
Yeah.
One more subscriber. Yeah. Any other suggestions or feedback here? Yeah, Frank said he doesn't want unsubscribe events, make him sad. No.
But it's life.
Yeah. And Shuba said instead of FID, you can take forecast handle after, start.
Yeah, I think when I start with this, I was asking for the channel address and also the profile address. So I decided to put the FID because it's only one thing. But I think that I can put more options there in order to you to put wherever you want, and it's the same. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nice. It's general improve the user experience at
Yeah.
login, Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Thanks for all.
Not just wanted to say that I'm just playing around with the bot right now and in the early stages of the onboarding. I think agreed with Shubh with the suggestion for the forecast handle. I think everyone remembers their handle, but maybe not their ID, right? So I think that'd be a lot easier. So yeah, that's just one suggestion. But overall, really like what you built and just love Telegram. It's something that I check a lot always, and getting notifications from that would keep me up to date. So really love the idea.
Yeah, that was the point with the idea. It's like I think that crypto people it's really familiar with Telegram. So for me, it's like yeah, I am like a step. How I can say like yeah, it's good. Format the numbers in the user info like what?
Yeah, from maybe. Oh, you mean the format, the number formats? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just to make it a bit more readable. I don't know.
Okay.
There might be some libraries to do that easily, so you don't have to go too crazy.
I didn't see that because my numbers were okay, but maybe your numbers are different. Frank, if you can send me your numbers, yeah, I will see it for sure. Thanks.
Okay, cool. Now we have 5 minutes left. Does anybody have any last comments, last questions they want to ask? Generally, I think everybody has provided quite a lot of inspiring feedbacks to all the projects. And I think all the teams can, gather information and choose the direction you want to work on for the next 2 weeks. Something I want to remind here is First, for judges, we need to finish the judge by end of the day today, so I might bear with me, chase with you to finish this today. Second is we have the Hacker House at ECC. So we'll be welcoming great builders from the Frontier Guild to join us there. And I know quite a few of you have already confirmed me your attendance. So we're really looking forward to see you there. And for the next demo day, we will see, maybe we can organize one just before ECC, or we might not have one. We will just meet in person during ECC so that we can see maybe live there. Let me think about that and keep you informed. And yeah, I'm very excited to meet the builders. And the Lemony will also be at ECC, so probably we'll cross each other. And maybe Satic too, maybe. Yeah. Any last comments or exciting things you want to share?
Yeah, just like would love to say that, since we've started the guild, it's been a lot of work that's been done, and I would love to congratulate everyone. It's not always easy to build with Superfluid. It's very challenging mentally as a model itself. The streams and our subgraph is very rich, which is great, but which is also can be very confusing because there's a lot of data to sift through. So congratulations to all of you. And I hope I managed to help some of you. Sometimes even for me, it's not always easy to provide the help needed. But yeah, hopefully this gave you a little taste of using Superfluid. It is challenging, but it is rewarding eventually when you see those numbers go up. So yeah.
Yeah, great. And thanks, Youssef, also for supporting all the teams. Imagine, lots of work and really great work for all the builders as well. It's challenging, like Youssef say, it's challenging, but very rewarding. All right.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, maybe one last word. If you're coming to Brussels, make sure to register for ETH Global. And I'm looking forward to, being with you guys in the Hacker House, hacking together. Maybe we can, take your product to the next level in that week together. And maybe, if you haven't launched yet, get together the courage to launch, because that's always the hardest part, is to, get users to use it. And for those of you who can't make it, I'm sure we'll be in contact and, talk remotely.
Yep. Thanks, friend. All right, then that's a wrap. Thanks everyone for today. See you at the next one. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks all.
Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.